Hey, hi and welcome back. I hope that you are enjoying this training. So in previous video, we discussed the motor driver circuitry in detail, okay? And this is basically the last video of this topic and we will complete the schematic design of motor driver circuit, okay? So now let's start with this video. So this is basically the circuit that we discussed in the previous video and now let's create the schematic for this particular circuit. And here you can see in this image, this is basically the L29 3D motor driver section about which we have already discussed. So you can refer this particular image while creating the schematic. Okay. Now let's go to the add parts and let's get the L29 3D IC. So in order to get the L29 3D IC, I am going to type here L29 3D. And as I told you even before, the search option of this Eagle software is not that good. So not every time you are going to get this particular, whatever component you are looking for. So you will not get that particular component every time. So this time you can see after searching the L29 3D IC, we got this particular component. So you can actually look for, you can search for the IC in this manner. But most of the time from my experience, if I have to tell you, you will not get, the desired IC or desired component with this method. Okay. So this is basically the L29 3D IC. This is how basically the symbol look like, and this is the through-hole footprint of the L29 3D IC. Okay. Now let's select this one, and after that I will click on OK. Now let's place it in the motor driver section. So I will place it here and then escape. Now let's get another component. So we need this connector to which we are going to connect the motor, which you can see in this particular image. So this is how basically the green connectors look like. So for that, again, I will go to the add parts, and in order to get all the libraries, you have to press this cross icon. So you can see all the libraries are now available. So now let's look for the connector, and in order to get this connector, you have to go to PC library. So I will go to the PC library, and in PC library we will look for that connector. So this is the library for connector. This is the symbol. This is the footprint. So let's select this one. And after that, I will rotate this connector, and later I will place it here. And then we need one more connector. So I will again rotate the connector and I will place it here. Okay. And then escape. And after that, alright. So we have all the components on our schematic editor. We can get these capacitor from our schematic. So we don't have to select them from the Eagle library. So after that, I will click on cancel. And now let's get these two capacitors, which are 10 microfarad and 0.1 microfarad. So these capacitors are going to have the package of 0603. So simply I'm going to get one capacitor here. And after that, I will place that capacitor at this point. One more capacitor we need. So again, I will copy and I will place it here. And then we need the ground symbol and plus 5 volt symbol. So again, I will get the plus 5 volt symbol from here and I will place it here. And after that, we need one ground symbol. So again, I will get it from here and I will place it here. Then we need again plus 5 volt symbol. So again, I will copy this one and I will place it here. And after that, we need two ground symbols. So two ground symbols, I will copy, I will rotate and I will place it here. And again, we need one more ground symbol. So I will copy that one and I will rotate it and I will place it here. So we have all the ground symbols on our schematic. We have the two plus 5 volt symbols. And now we need plus 12 volt symbol. This is basically to power the motors. So I'm going to select that plus 12 volt symbol from here. And later I will place that plus 12 volt symbol at this point. So we have almost all the component. So we have two connectors. We have two ground symbol. We have a two plus 5 volt symbol. We have two capacitor ground. And then this plus 12 volt symbol. Okay. So we have everything on our schematic editor. Now let me place all these components properly on this schematic editor. Alright, so we are done with the placement of all the components of motor driver section. Now it's time to connect all these components. So I will use the net option again, and let's quickly connect all the components now. Okay. So the connection process is very simple. So I will do the connection of all the components now. Alright, so we are done with all the connections. Now we are just left with the net labels. So I will use the net option again, and let's connect all these pins of the L293D IC with the microcontroller. So quickly I will connect all these pins now. Alright, so we have connected all the labels to the control pins of the motor driver IC. Now let's connect all these pins to the microcontroller. Okay, and we already discussed that these all pins, motor 1 enable, then motor 1 input 1. So all these pins will be connected to these pins of the microcontroller. Okay, so again I'm going to use the net option, and I will extend these all pins, and later I will connect all these pins to the respective net labels. Okay. Alright, so we have connected all the pins of the microcontroller to the respective pins of the L293D IC, and all the connections are now successfully connected or properly connected. Okay, so now let's verify whether all the pins are properly connected or not. So I will just use this show option to check that, and after that I will select this motor 1 enable. So this particular pin, you can see it's highlighted. Okay, so I will go to here, and I will check whether that particular pin is highlighted or not. So you can see this pin is highlighted. It means that it's connected properly. Now let's check for the motor 2 enable. So again it will be highlighted. So you can see this particular pin is highlighted. And now let's look for the motor 1 enable. So again motor 1 enable. Then let's check for the motor 1 input 2. Then motor 1 input 2, and after that motor 2 input 1, then motor 2. Okay, it's not highlighted. Let me click once again. Motor 2 input 1. Okay, alright, so we have done some mistake here. So it should be motor 2. So I will select, and I will change the name here. So it should be motor 2, and after that I will click on OK. And after that, this one should be motor 2 input 4. Okay, and alright, so I have given the wrong name here, so I will change it to motor. It should be 1 here, and after that here it should be 2. Alright, so now I hope that all the connections are successful. So now let's check whether this particular pin is connected properly or not. So motor 2 input 1. So motor 2 input 1. Okay, you can see this is highlighted. It means that it's connected. And after that motor 2 input 2, again it should be highlighted. So you can see all the connections are now properly connected. Okay. Alright, so that's all about the motor driver section. I hope that every single thing that we discussed in this topic is now clear to you. If you still have any kind of doubt related to any video in this particular topic, then do not hesitate to ask any question. Ask me question, I will help you with that. Okay. Alright, so that's what I wanted to tell in this video. Now I will see you in the next topic, which is about 7 segment display. Okay. So I will see you in the next video now.